This is Regency Park Apartments in Coatesville, PA, a place where I grew up in the early 80s. I know a lot of people who made it out here successfully, and I know a lot of people who didn't. Don't let this dictate your future. Don't let this dictate your future. You gotta use it as a stepping stone. You know, you might want the best for your children, the same that you want for yourself. I just want to motivate everybody that might be in this situation, you know, and think that they can't move on or they don't have the best for their children because of what people tell them. Don't ever allow nobody to deter you, you know what I mean, and tell you that you can't do it, because you can. This is the east end part of Coatesville, PA. This is where I chose to make a lot of bad mistakes in my life at a young age, where I chose the fast life. It was these streets right here that, you know, caused me to serve a long time in federal prison. I just want to, you know, motivate you to try to overcome the obstacles in these areas and try to beat the stigmas that's placed upon us. Just try to be the person that you're destined to be. Right here, I'm in an area where my brother Terrence Maxey was murdered. I deal with this situation every day. Sometimes I have good days, sometimes I have bad. Because it was childhood friends that were responsible in my brother's death. We all, you know, trusted one another around here. And we only strong as our weakest link. You know, so childhood friends and cliques and things of that nature, you gotta watch who you trust. R.I.P. Manny, love you. A lot of, you know, people from the outside might not think that you can go to college when you're in prison, but that's a myth. I used my time wisely by going to the University of Scranton for business. So I already knew that when it was my time to be released from prison, that everything that I had to do had to count. So basically, when I came home, I knew the first thing that I wanted to do was enroll in college. So I enrolled in Westchester University, where I attained a degree in professional studies and minored in sociology and social work. It taught me to be a better entrepreneur. It taught me how to deal with people, important people, professional people. I urge you to continue to get your education and use education as a platform and as a way to succeed in life. Now we're approaching the downtown area of Coatesville, PA. After I served 10 years in the federal prison, I knew that jobs was going to be a little scarce. So with a little bit of money that I did save up, I started my first business. I just knew that becoming an entrepreneur was something that I always had in me. It taught me that I had to continue, and that's when I felt as though I had to publish my first novel, which is called The Wrath of the Suburbs. It doesn't matter if you serve time in prison or you make a lot of wrong choices in life, you still can be that person that can make it by becoming an entrepreneur, by motivating people every day. You know, not saying that you won't, you know, make mistakes in life or continue to make mistakes, but just learn from them. It was 2014 on this specific hill right here. It was an icy night where I was in a nearly fatal car accident in my SUV. That's where I landed down there. Dodged the guardrail, flipped over multiple times, landed on my side. It led me to the Brandywine Hospital, then off to the University of Pennsylvania, where I laid in bed and had multiple surgeries 2 months out of my life. I never knew that I would end up being pushed in a wheelchair, being on a walker, being on crutches, having your family and loved ones have to do for a grown man that he once did for himself. Through that accident, my life went in a downward spiral. Financially, mentally, it's a lot of things that I held in, but it's a lot of determination that I had, a lot of willpower. I had my children. I knew that I had to overcome that obstacle. I knew I had to get better. I knew I had to get stronger. I knew every day that I had to be Jerod again. So I'm gonna use my past and my situations and my determination, and I wanna actually hand it to you because I know that you can overcome any obstacle if I can do it. I know that I can use my story and try to combine the negatives in somebody else's life and try to turn them into positives. You can use me as an example, but I just urge you to be great. Be great at everything that you do in life. Not saying it's gonna come easy because it's not. The future lies in your hands.